Hello everybody and welcome back to Spellweaver! Balance changes again. Yeah, that's basically, don't show this again. Yeah, basically community was crying, Stelinor is too strong, so Stelinor was nerfed. Nothing really interesting to say about that. Actually, the changes were to Stelinor and Academy Visionary. Nothing really to say about those. Stelinor was changed to creatures only, so he cannot reshuffle spells, artifacts, and all the other bullshit from your deck, from your graveyard. Only creatures. And the Visionary was also changed. What am I clicking? Visionary was also changed to don't remember. I think they changed the cost and health on that thing. +1/+1 on both. Yep, Arcane Visionary now costs 3, has 3 health, and the ability does the same. Yep, that's all. GG. Honestly, this is not too interesting. I'm not sure if I have. Well, actually, I have only 3 of those right now, and I think I had the same amount of dwarves, Steelners. Where is he? Yeah, I have 3 of those, which means I did not really unbind any recently. I could get 30 shrines from this guy. And from Visionary, how much shrines can I get from 3 Visionaries? 15, so that's much less. Although, yeah, that means that they are much common, so it'll be easier to get back to get the hang of them back. Don't really plan to build anything. I might wanna. Yeah, well, technically I could use more shrines. So you can see here. Oh? I can unbind Arcadian Visionaries into Order Shrines? That's interesting. Yeah, but I cannot use 1 shrines to craft another aspect. Well, the problem is I probably should start thinking about maybe crafting some cards, because I'm getting more and more on the... Well, actually, I'm getting more of the shrines, but the thing is... The cool things are expensive. 400 shrines to craft a hero. Are those as well 400? Well, 200, so yes, it is 400 to create. So it's 400 to create the heroics, 150 to create the rares, epics. For rares it is 50, so that's more of a thing. I mean, so yeah, it's like, it really feels like I have a lot of shrines to do something with it, but when it comes to a real cost of the shit, it's not really coming well. I'm thinking about making more shrines from the Steelnors, since they are... let's get one. Since they are refunding a full cost. I mean, theoretically, if I'd ever need them, I can get rid of all, because they will be recraftable for 5, and the Steelnors will be recraftable for 50 or whatever. I actually might get rid of all. If I will need them, I can recraft them, or 10. I can recraft them for the same cost, for the same amount, and if I don't, then... I mean, yeah, there's always a chance I will be able to open them from some packs. I could always recraft them if I need to, or whatever. Anyway, what we're gonna do today? I mean, to be honest, I have nothing interesting for today, really. Well, we can probably go and try the last trial game. That's something I kind of not think about it. That could be it. And aside from that, it's like recently I've been just doing quests. I've been kind of trying to defeat the Queen Eliana to unlock the quest sites, because I slowly start to get annoyed that these quest sites are locked. When will I get the new academy? 11 hours. Oh well. What was I? Yeah, Queen Eliana. And honestly, I failed miserably. I mean, I built a couple of decks trying to work something with it, and I'm not sure. I mean, you know what? Technically, I went with the Seductor a few times. I went with Undead Power a few times. Honestly, I think that with this deck, with the Seductor, I have a slight chance of doing something against her. Because I had pretty positive results. Maybe I need some alteration to this deck, or one way or another, and it would do something. Well, Undead Power is not really going well against the Queen Eliana. I mean, yeah, I'm really annoyed by this because it's an AI, and I cannot deal with it. So I don't really want to use the. Let's start searching for the trial opponent. Let's see where it gets us. I don't really want to go and use like decks made by other people. That's generally not what I'm fond of when it comes to card games. Yeah, I mean, let's like. Oh, that was actually quick. It's like if you will be going and using I will keep it. Oh, I will keep it. Or will I keep it? I mean, I'm definitely gonna keep it, but I'm not sure how I'm gonna play it. That's the thing. I'm thinking about it. I mean, there's so many things I could do. I mean, I can either open slowly with Zombie Legionnaire and hope to reach something interesting. Oh my god, 1 corruption. Definitely I'm starting with 1 corruption, because I will be playing something from these cards, from these corruption cards. Because I'm thinking it's a good idea to use the Spark of Initiative to drop the Abhorrent Ghoul or Death Curse Shaman. And now also the Infected Survivor. Or should I start slow and unroll with the zombie? No, screw starting slow, I'm going nuts. I'm going nuts. So, as I was saying, I kinda prefer... Why so many cards? Maybe she's going heavier on shrines. Well, that's like 3 cards difference. Although, how much do I have in hand? 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 versus her 5, 6. The difference is very... What is this actually? Whenever a creature you control dies, remove all energy from trials of units and gain that much life. Oh. That is nasty. She will be trying to heal like crazy. Heal million, should I say. No, not quite. Hopefully. I'm still not sure. I think I kind of want to drop... let's see what card will I get. Okay. I feel like I want to get... well, they are the same attack-wise. Let's drop the Death Curse. I honestly don't remember what I have in this deck. I haven't played those trials in a while. Don't really know what I have in this deck. So what I was saying here, I keep getting distracted. I want to play that I don't want to play with decks made by other people. But I kind of feel like, you know, one of these trends you know, to tell how good of a CCG player you are is whether you are capable of building decks or not. I mean, theoretically, anyone could take someone else's deck and play with it. And provided that whoever made this deck is successful with this, then anyone else can be successful with this deck. So it's ultra lame. What if she cannot pay? Can she? I was about to ask, can she sacrifice my creatures? So I'm still too low on the mana, so there is not really much point of gaining another to gaining the order level. I could be better off gaining more. How much does she need for Cataclysm? A hell load. We'll open with Infected and Zombie Legionnaire. So no point in gaining levels if I cannot utilize those levels anyway. I'll have much more use from additional mana points right now. But what if you cannot pay one? Oh, if you cannot pay one, you have to sacrifice the Bloodwell Elite. Okay. I guess. Okay, I guess. How much levels I'm gonna need for Felix to be overpowered? At the start of your turn, move Felix to the front line. 2 Holy and 2 Any, so it's like 002. 2 Order, not 2 Holy. Thinking. Do I want him right away? I think I will just go for the Stilnor. Now it is gonna die. I am wasting the Death Curse on that thing. But I am getting rid of this, and I will be much better off getting rid of that thing before it really poses any real threat to me. Yes. Well, I guess you could potentially try to use the Death Curse Shamans to, like, I mean, in a way where you will be using some cards that deal damage, you will use them on Death Curse Shamans and then, like, use their ability pre-fight, like reduce attack health of something. Oh, crap. Yes, this is bad. I will need one more black level for that thing. Oh, Haunted Cemetery. That's nice. I'm curious. Curious AF. +1 mana gain skill. I think that's what I will be doing. Well, it can block an additional target. So it can block 2 targets, okay? But if I will target it first... How does it work then? I mean, he's then like the combat engaged, so he, she, whatever it is, cannot really do anything, can it? The question is, +1 attack, +1 speed, so they would have like 4 attack together. If I had any way of destroying the Death Curse Shaman myself, then I could like destroy the Death Curse Shaman. I mean, drop, destroy, boof, combine these two attacking together, the Descendant of Divinity, and then aim for the win. Well, let's do some maths. How much damage I can deal? This one is 3. With this one it is 5. With this one it is 7. So it's enough to get rid of her. But the question is, how does blocking the Descendant of Divinity work? I mean, it can block 2 creatures, but it will be combat engaged already. So can it block? Cannot it block? We'll see. In my opinion, if he is combat engaged, he cannot block. And that should mean I win. But I don't know. We'll see. Yep, probably that means that he was like the battle bound or whatever, and he couldn't block. Nice. I have won another trial. Really wasn't expecting this. Well, great, I have a normal pack guarantee. Well, the next win will give me more gold, yet another win, even more gold, nothing interesting. How many wins do I need? With 3 or more wins, crap. So it's like I will still have to win one more time with this deck to get this quest done, and the problem is I have already lost 2 health, so I cannot fail anymore. I have to win this without failing. I don't really feel like doing it. I don't really feel like failing. I mean, I would love to get the quest done because it's annoying. Should I think more about deck building? The problem is I don't even have any particular deck ideas, so that's also something. Let's see, what heroes do I have? I could potentially build on Alexa, Hermelion, Darius, Tunivas, Zash, Tempting Lure, Two Despinas, or Nepharos. Building something with Raigon, Demon Catcher, that might be interesting. Summon a demon with level equal to your corruption level under the enemy hero's control. Whenever an enemy demon dies, summon a copy of it under your control. So I guess it would call for a taking a look at all the demons. And what do we have here? With a level equal to your corruption level. Okay, so... but it is summoned on my turn, so when it comes to my opponent's turn, they can already use this demon against me. When they are using this demon against me, this can be nasty. Huh. Well, there is not that many demon cards, to be honest. Demon, this is an artifact, demon. So we basically have like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 demons. Ranging from levels 1 to 3. So theoretically, if you would be so crazy to grind like 4 levels, 4 corruption levels, then Raigon will be like half useless. I mean, he's still a decent stats. I mean, 3-5. He's a perfect counter to a bedeviled fiend. Oh, crap. Yeah, succubus. Oh, I don't remember. There was some differences between the summoned and played and whatever else. Yeah, I think there should be at least one more way of grabbing a creature into play. Put on the field, I believe. do we have such an effect in here? I mean, that would be nasty because, of course, succubus, it is instantly, given to your opponent. It is yeah, like 5 out of 6 demons are flying. So basically, if you... Oh, this is ridiculous. This card is so bad. This card is so useless. I want to see this card used in a meaningful fashion, because honestly, the more I think about it, you know what, honestly, it's even more useless than the wolf summoning guy. I mean, the wolf summoning guy is useless because you can have only one wolf. So basically, an ability that like boosts all the wolves is lame at best, because it boosts one creature. It leaves like a window open that, well, if in the future, I don't remember what this guy is called, so I cannot even search for him. I can just go and look from the nature cards. You have the potential that maybe in the future, if there will be more wolves introduced to the game, Theanor, then he might be more useful. Summon Silver Fang onto the field. Summon. Each player can have only one copy of a legendary card on the field. Playing a second copy destroys the first one. But here I am not playing it, I am summoning it. So this is... Yeah, I totally failed. I should have... well, I wasn't expecting that I will be going over cards again today. But the thing is, yeah, well, summon versus play, they work slightly different. I know there is some difference to it. And the same, well, not the same, but the similar prospect might be with the succubus. Okay, but succubus is when succubus enters the field. So basically, I'm pretty sure that enters the field like overrides all of those. I mean, it doesn't matter whether it is played or summoned. Yeah, because this is summon a demon. So, okay, if it's a summon, then at least one thing is for certain: it will be like marked with the summoned mark. So the creature will have the summoned traits. So things like Flesh Sculptor won't affect it, and yeah, actually all the summoned creatures, they don't go to your graveyard, they are basically banished. I'm not sure about it. I mean, I am sure about it. I don't really see point in Raigon. I mean, honestly, well, he is fairly strong on his own. There was a creature similar to him, wasn't there? Well, he's not listed. What he actually does. I know what I think about, I know what it's called. Where... Oh, wait. Am I at cards or... Oh, I failed. Oh, I failed so much. Ah, that's better. That changes everything. Although, I'm afraid not much in favor of Raigon. Yeah, Bezarok, that guy. Never mind. So you can have a demon with 4 fucking levels. So, enemy hero sacrifices creatures with a combined level of at least 3. When Devirk dies, summon demons with combined level of 3 and different names onto the field. So, like, potentially, anywhere for Raigon to be useful in whatever way. Oh no, never mind. No. I mean, Devirk is even deadlier when combined with Raigon. So, I think I was over it before. Was I over it before? Was I over Raigon being useless before? Because I kind of feel like I was doing this before. I'm not sure if I was doing it on video. So your turn starts. Like, provided you have 4 corruption levels for whatever reason. And Devirk is summoned on the opponent's end of the table. So you have to sacrifice creatures with a combined levels of at least 3. And in case you don't have anything else, or barely anything else, like one more creature aside from Raigon, you're losing Raigon. So then, even if you would manage to get rid of Devirk, you wouldn't really benefit from it. Well, this is Dominion, so theoretically you could try and, no, we're on Demon Search only. So theoretically you can try to push the, something like Helm of Dominion? Cataclysm? But Cataclysm will get rid of that thing. Well, Assassinate will affect, like, 3 out of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 demons possible. So Assassinate won't really cut it. Not to mention, Nightbringer. When Nightbringer is declared an attacker, each hero decays. Okay, so provided your opponent doesn't really want to decay cards, regardless of what is your stance on it, then Nightbringer won't really benefit them. Okay, that's one thing. But you won't be easily killing Nightbringer because it's flying. So unless your opponent decides to attack with it, it just stays there and you get no Raigon benefits whatsoever. If your opponent gets Infernal Vultures, yeah, it enters the field on your opponent's end, so you will decay cards. So yeah, I bet with Raigon, if you feel like playing Raigon, you should be prepared for decaying cards. Yeah, so that's one thing. So you will have to decay cards, and then there is Infernal Vultures. If your opponent is aware that you will be trying to reclaim this with Raigon, they can just float on it and keep it in their back lane without, anything happening to it, and again, your Raigon not benefiting you whatsoever. Then furthermore, your opponent can use Infernal Vultures easily against you, provided it will be played in the moderate mid to late game. If your opponent has way too much spare mana, they can make those freaking Infernal Vultures way too overpowered, so you won't ever be able to get rid of it, and it will be just getting rid of you. Furthermore, Thought Devourer deals combat damage to heroes in form of decaying cards. Deals damage to a hero, put a Might emblem on it. Oh god! And it is flying. So again, it is sitting in your opponent's support lane. You cannot do shit against it. Okay, it's just flying there, and yeah, deal with it. You can't handle it. Yeah, I will be just flying there. And then, if your opponent can spot an opportune moment when they can, direct the Thought Devourer straight into your face, rather than wasting it on one of your creatures that would potentially destroy it, then they just get insane, limitless Might emblems, and you wrecked. Really. Yeah, after a couple of attacks, it can become one of those creatures that is painfully overpowered to get rid of. No, this is awful. Well, there is the Medieval Fiend that, well, despite being insanely overpowered, I mean, well, he's not insanely overpowered. He compensates the high attack with low health, which means that you have a decent chance of reclaiming it with nearly anything, although it will wreak havoc to you because it has 5 attack. So, you know, unless you get some ranged creatures to deal with it, you will be losing something to reclaim it. Or spells. Also might be the case. Then is the Blood Witch Harpy, which, again, it is flying. So you cannot directly reclaim it. You have to either, you know, count on spells to reclaim it, or count on your opponent attacking. But if your opponent doesn't really need the additional demons in their attack roster, because they have the deck that works for them, they can just, you know, hold on to those, keep them in their back lane, not even use them, maybe in the worst case scenario use them for defending, if so needed, if so desired, if they can execute it in the way they won't be losing those creatures to your attacks. They can just use them as defenders, and you will not be reclaiming those with Raygon. An Underworld Scourge enters the field, destroy a creature or artifact with mana cost 2 or less. So, if Raygon decides to spawn the Underworld Scourge on your opponent's side, yeah, you lose something. Although your opponent will lose 2 life. Destroy a creature or artifact with mana cost 2 or less. So I believe you cannot not do that. So you have to sacrifice something if possible. If you can get rid of this and it is staying in there, so you will have some losses, then maybe some losses while fighting with it. But definitely if you are, you know, probably high on levels yourself, which with Raygon might be the case, although with that you would rather avoid going with more than 2... Avoid going with more than 2 corruptions, so it'd probably be something like 2-2, and that would work fine with the other awesome Dominion creatures they have, because they have quite a few legendaries that get boosted if you have a certain amount of Dominion levels. Yeah. But again, if you are at only 2 corruption levels, you cannot really count on Underworld Scourges, because as well your opponent might be getting the Thought Devourers, Medieval Fiends, Blood Witch Harpies, or Underworld Scourges, so you have like 25% of getting it. Then, provided your opponent is not high-level corruption hero, you can reclaim it fairly easily, although this will be a even more useless card if your opponent is playing heavy corruption. So yeah, that thing will do. Then you can, you know, reclaim it and get something stronger and cause losses to your opponent. Then if you will go one step further with 3 levels, your opponent will be alterating and getting probably something like Succubus and or Azernis, the Burning Agony, whatever she is. Well, this is one interesting thing. Because it's legendary, so playing a second copy destroys the first one. So I'm not sure if summoning counts as playing. Although, yeah, that will probably work, that if you Raygon summoned the Azernis to your opponent's side, and then the next turn, Raygon summons again, and he summons another Azernis to your opponent's side, then it is possible... Sorry, they will have the current Azernis they are holding destroyed, and for that they will be getting the... and for that you will be getting Azernis. Deals combat damage in the form of decaying cards. Enemy hero decays cards. Select one of those cards. Deals damage equal to that card's mana cost to an enemy creature. Oh my god, what a wonderful decaying deck. Card decaying deck. Deck decaying deck. That kind of works as well. Flip Devourers, Azernis, Infernal Vultures, full set of those definitely. Thinking about, is there anything else that decays? I'm not sure right now, although there might be a couple more cards that decay your opponent. Decay. Oh, of course, Nightbringer. Decay. An enemy hero decays, so it won't work on you. Is declared attacker each hero decays X, where X is your corruption level, so decaying. Each hero decays. Decay. If you can't, you decay, so it won't really help you. And deals in form of decaying cards. Oh, it's actually quite interesting concept of making a decay deck. Although with that in mind, with Nightbringers, with Flash of Delirium, you might want to think about getting a few surplus cards on your own side so you don't run out of cards yourself. Yeah, one thing to be considered. Also, this draws you cards. Could combine it with Rage. I mean, you have to combine it with Rage, but then you can grab some interesting Rage cards to accompany it. And since Rage is actually on the rise, thanks to the most recent buffs to it, that's interesting. So that's a possibility. Although again, she's tough to reclaim. Unless the summoning works. Although, yeah, this is really a good question how this summoning actually works. Because if summoning doesn't override the destroy a first copy one, if by summoning you can override the legendaries, aka have more legendaries than you are allowed, then it would be interesting. Then the Forest Wolf dude makes sense, because then you can theoretically spawn infinite Silver Fangs, and they will all be boosted. That makes sense. That makes him useful. Okay, that is a good thing. Yeah, but if you end even though if your opponent won't be getting Azernises, it's H not N, so Azerisis. Even if your opponent won't be getting multiple Burning Agonies on their end of the table, they might be getting multiple Succubus. And Succubus is, again, you will be losing 3 life every time Raigon decides to spawn a Succubus on your opponent's end of the table. And every time that happens, your opponent can just, stall the Succubus on the support lane, so you cannot get rid of it, so you cannot reclaim it, so you cannot reclaim your 3 life. In any situation where you are able to reclaim the Succubus, you are on a net gain of 0. But as long as your opponent will be hoarding those and not letting you reclaim them, you will be just losing life. And then is the Bezarok, which, yeah, I highly doubt that he will be grinding to 4 corruption levels, with already having to grind some Dominion levels, at least 1, maybe even 2. Yeah, I honestly don't really see him used in more than 2 corruption scenario, although even then it will be quite of a pain. At the start of each hero's turn, that hero sacrifices a level 1 creature. Huh. That is also something. Can I build the Enchained Soul deck? What do I need for the Enchained Soul deck? Actually, I have nearly everything needed for Enchained Souls. I could use Reign of the Underworld. And Xara, she requires 4 of those. And Chained Soul creatures you control are no longer slaves. All other creatures become slaves. So theoretically one could leave without these. Each slave has sacrificed this, summon, and chain. Oh yeah. When this card engages in combat, triggers or uses an activated power for the first time each turn, you may summon 2 Enchained Souls onto the field for free. Okay. Okay. I see some potential in there. The question is... Oh. The question is on what aspect I want to base it. I mean, we're definitely taking some corruption with it, but with something that is 4 levels, I don't really feel like going pure corruption. I would combine it with something, although I'm not sure with what. Well, Tempting Lure on upgraded Despina won't really happen because it is... I mean, this works best with the mana-heavy decks. I don't really see this deck going that mana-heavy. You have to go level-heavy rather than mana-heavy. Although quite a few power surges might... that's another thing worth considering. Crafting. Yeah. Doesn't really work. Let me try. Crystal. Oh, but then on the other hand, it's not showing like those little puny. What if I type in plus mana? I can type just plus. Mana. I'm not even sure if the next level 1 creature you play this turn costs 1 mana less. What if I type in mana plus? Crap. Oh, I know how to handle it. So basically, there is like this description over here. It is using like a code, and there is, to represent the 1 mana, there is something along the lines of like HTML tag, but not quite. Like. Dude, it is the triangular one. I'm a genius. Holy crap. Great. I mean, I wasn't sure if it's the... I thought it might be the square bracket, not the triangular parenthesis. Well, actually, this is the less than sign. And this will be more than. Plus mana. Well, inputting 1 doesn't work, so I don't really remember how it is coded. Wait. Nope. So square bracket here? Nope. Well, if it was 1 in here, it wouldn't go for it. Well, anyway, this is a way to hack a search engine. ZZZ. That will go for the exhaust. Ah, that's bloody brilliant. So here I've just taught you how to hack the search engine, totally unintentionally. But anyway, let me get back to it. So plus mana. So only the Moon Priestess gets plus mana, and rather than gain an empty mana crystal for power surge, this is dependent on your mana crystals. Each hero gains an empty mana crystal for each of your Dominion levels, and at the end of your turn gain life equal to half of your empty mana crystals. At the end of the enemy hero's turn, that hero loses life equal to half of his or her empty mana crystals. So in total there is like 1, 2, and the little bread thing that gain you additional mana. Well, Spoils of War is not necessarily like the most needed thing you would need. That doesn't make sense what I just said, I am aware of that. Well, this is only 4 mana, but it's heavy on the levels. And you would need... Whenever a non-spirit creature dies, give me the Flesh Sculptor. Whenever another non-summoned. This one is... Let me go again for it. Enchained. Whenever a non-spirit. So actually it should trigger on summoned creatures. So, combining it with Tombs of the Damned, I have a deck idea. A deck idea that I'm totally not sure about. Nope. Decks. New deck. And I still don't know which hero I'd rather use, but I will be going on these 2 levels, definitely. For each one you paid, and this is just a tempting lure. So it might be worth taking the Nefaros for the sake of protecting yourself from the BS. I feel like... Mausoleum of the Damned. That might be worth taking. Kinda feel like taking these. Do I really want 4 of these? 4 or less? I'm not sure about this. I kinda feel like taking some Noxious Fumes, but again, I'm not sure how many. Something cheap. Definitely something cheap, although I have Enchained Souls already. Do I want Enchained Souls, or should I rather go for... It's not handy. Definitely want this. The question is, would I rather get more of those rather than just one? But I don't have more than one, at least not right now. I would definitely love to see that thing, why not? But I would definitely love to see Tombs of the Damned. More than one would be handy, because losing this will be a pain. And definitely, Sarah, not sure whether one is enough. Oh, Shrieking Banshees, of course. Summon Enchained Soul for each creature that died this turn. So this is kind of a tricky one. Oh god, yes you can. You can sacrifice Enchained Souls to get life, and then summon Shrieking Banshee, and she will summon you the enchained souls for every enchained soul you have sacrificed. Oh, this is bloody brilliant. I might want to risk one of those, and I'm already at 19 cards. Let me switch to Dominion. Clear these. And what we'd like from Dominion... Well, a couple of assassinations might be nice. Assassin's Guild, I'm not sure. But we already have two... The next time you play, so I'm afraid that summoning and stuff like that doesn't really count as you play. So it won't really count. Definitely this little brat. That will be crucial. And a full set of power surges, that will be crucial. With that in mind, let's grab some shrines so I have a better understanding of how am I doing on the overall amount of cards. And provided we won't be really getting any more shrines than what we have like right now, I mean skill shrines. Like this. Maybe like this. So this already puts me at 43 cards, so I have like 17 cards to work with. Oh my god. Yeah, taking full set of Enchained Souls, taking full set of Plague Vermin. These will be creatures to sacrifice. Although if I want to go heavy on sacrificing creatures, shouldn't... Oh, yes. Flesh Skull. Oh my god, this will be so nasty. Provided it will work, although I am afraid it might not really work. Do I have Enchained? Only one. I mean, Mesmerizing. Only one. Where is the thing? Where is the thing? Flesh Sculptor. I have a couple, and a couple will be perfect for this deck. It's already at 53 cards. I am totally not sure about the creature spread in here. Too bad the construction doesn't show like mana curve. The connection to the server was lost. Reconnecting. That kind of sucks. Wait, I am not inactive. Oh, cancel. Don't disconnect me for being inactive. I am not inactive. I am active. I'm building a deck. This is an activity. God damn it. Okay. So here goes the deck building. I will check if I have an internet connection at all, but I do seem to have internet connection. Did we have a scheduled maintenance for today or something? I'm trying to launch any given... Oh, actually, no, I wouldn't. Well, the internet works, so it's not the case of my internet being broken. It's the case of something on the Spellweaver's end being broken. Anyway, in that case, because we will have to wait for God knows how long before they decide to do anything. Yeah, I guess that will be it for today. I hope you enjoyed it. Subscribe to all the regular stuff. And yeah, since Spellweaver broke, I'm afraid we're not doing anything. Although in Chained Souls, that's the thing. I will probably try to find some time to refine this deck a little bit more, see what it has, what it lacks, what should be changed to make it a decent deck that won't be stomped over in the first couple of turns. Well, since the awful stall should be at least some... Oh crap, but these are slaves, so they won't work early on. Anyway, I will think on the deck in more detail off camera. Hopefully the next week you will see the deck finished. If not, then probably Spellweaver was constantly broken. Anyway, once again, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next week. Take care.